Alright, it's Gamescom 2012. Sean McInnes here alongside video producer extraordinaire Aaron Sampson, and we have just checked out 007 Legends this morning at the Activision space here in the Business Center. Aaron, as far as I'm concerned, there's probably two ways you can look at this game. If you're like a Call of Duty nut and you're approaching this purely as a first-person shooter, it's going to seem kind of standard. I mean, the basic gunplay there is, it's what you would expect. It's, it looks solid, if maybe a little bit unremarkable. But if you're a James Bond fan, it suddenly becomes a lot more interesting because you've got not one, not two, not three, four, or five, but 6 James Bond movies that this game is based around.
I think the real question is, do you like Daniel Craig or do you like Daniel Craig?
The answer to that is, I guess I like Daniel Craig, because one of the interesting bits, as Aaron alluded to, is that Daniel Craig's likeness has been sort of retrofitted throughout history onto all of these James Bond movies, which is, that's sort of a precedent that's already been established. Activision and Eurocom's GoldenEye game had Daniel Craig in it, despite the fact that that was a Pierce Brosnan movie.
For Daniel Craig's face on, with Sean Connery's voice, but I don't think we got that.
No, unfortunately. So here's what I liked about this game. There's a ton of variety in there. You have all the different James Bond settings. You're going from like a cocaine manufacturing facility in the South American Mayan ruins of some dude's garage, maybe, I don't know, to a dude's like biodome looking ice palace in the Arctic. You're gonna go all over the place in this game, and that's kind of cool. There's also some weird little set pieces in there, like we saw this first-person brawling boss fight.
Quick time sequence on an airplane.
Quick time sequence on an airplane. We also saw a vehicle chase scene that was basically like James Bond Mario Kart.
On ice.
On ice. So, and Bond is, of course, in his Aston Martin firing rockets that are, let's break it down, essentially red shells.
Bond also has his usual set of gadgetry. We saw a pen that can apparently equip multiple types of missiles, including things that electrocute
darts.
And knock people
The word
out.
you're thinking of is darts, not missiles. They're much smaller, they don't make explosions, and they're non-lethal. So, yeah, pen darts. So, you can play it as like a pretty rambunctious first-person shooter, or you can play it a little bit more stealthily, sneak around, use your little radar watch to see where guys are so you can avoid them, shoot non-lethal pen darts. So, it's one of those games where you can kind of play it as crazy homicidal James Bond or crazy spy James Bond. It's really up to you.
It did look like kind of very standard James Bond play with large open areas that you could sort of persecute however you liked.
Yeah.
Based on a pretty large tool set of guns and gadgets.
All right. So, there you have it. That's 007 Legends coming out this October.